Hello, creative people! Welcome to our channel. Today we're going to talk about how to clean watercolors that are moldy. What should you do? Don't panic, we can save your watercolors. If you liked the video, leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And let's move on to today's topic. I have an Art Tools watercolor here that I bought a month ago. And when I opened the box, I was completely disappointed. But look, after a month, can you see it? I think the camera is clearly showing these black spots, molds, and black mold. I'll also show you other watercolors that can also get moldy. This one's a very good student watercolor by White Knight. There's a review of it on the channel. In fact, there's a review of all these watercolors that I'm showing you here on the channel. It has this white mold spot. I have a super White Knight case that gave me a lot of trouble due to mold. I was able to fix it thank goodness.
Today, it no longer has any mold spots. It's been stored in the same place as my other watercolors for about 6 months. All my watercolors are stored in the same place. My studio has a dehumidifier and it's still in perfect condition, and I hope it stays that way. Is it common for watercolors to get moldy? Yes, it's common. It's harder to find mold on tablets that are this dry. They're very dry tablets. This one is an acrylics watercolor, very inexpensive, but very good for playing with, and the colors are beautiful. These dry watercolors usually don't have much mold. Why do some get moldy and others don't? The quality of the pigment is one explanation. Watercolors are usually made with natural pigments, and mold is normal. These spores exist in nature, and mold proliferates through spores.
We're the ones who have to be careful. Nobody likes it. I'm not going to say it's unnatural, am I? We handle water, and if you don't store it properly, if you store it while it's still damp, the chances of these spores proliferating are very high. So how do we deal with these mold spots? With water, bleach, and an old paintbrush. If you don't want to use bleach, you can use vinegar. It's up to you. I already did this with this Arcursal's watercolor. I recorded another video about my disappointment with this Arcursal's watercolor. If you want to see the video I reviewed on Arcursal's, I'll leave the link here in the description. In the Arcursal's watercolor video, I showed how black mold changed the color of the pigment. Guys, this isn't Payne's gray. This was supposed to be blue. It's this blue below. Look how the color has changed because of a layer of black mold that was on it.
This one is coral. Look how it's changed. And it's still not the correct color of the original coral, which is a lighter shade. So what are we going to do to clean it? Take some bleach and literally apply it to the affected tile, removing the layer of mold. At the same time, the bleach will kill the spores in the watercolor. Let's do this with the entire palette. Oh, but it only got mold on this tile. If you want to try it, go ahead. I like to do it on all of them. When one tile gets mold, I do it on all of them. Otherwise, we'll end up having a hard time later. So, let's get started. After I've bleached everything, I've been removing the top layer. This student watercolor by White Knight is very interesting because it's a wet school watercolor, not a dry watercolor. I think it's great.
Just be careful, otherwise you might remove the entire watercolor. It's not a dry tablet like we normally see in school watercolors. It's moist, pleasant to work with, and expands, which is also unusual in school watercolors. It has very vivid, vibrant colors. This watercolor is very, very cool for anyone who wants it. I highly recommend it. I was very pleased with it when I bought it. After cleaning the watercolors, leave them in a dry place, away from light to dry. Then store them. It can be stored in a dry place, away from light. If you prefer, you can store it in the refrigerator in a tap container. I've never done this, and I always keep it here in my studio. As I said, it has a dehumidifier. The other one had a moldy spot, and in this case, a whiter, moldy spot. This is the first time I'm doing this on a dry tablet, so I don't know how it will react, but just like I did with all the others, I'll moisten the tablet with bleach and see how it reacts later. Now that I've bleached everything, let's rinse it with water to remove the excess bleach. It's a dry watercolor. This one will be completely dry soon, as it dries very quickly, but I'll let it dry for 2 days anyway. Okay, that's it. Now just wait for the watercolor to dry and hope these unwanted visitors don't return to our watercolors. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps me a lot. Let me know in the comments if this has ever happened to you and how you resolve this situation. Thank you, and see you next time.
Enjoy! They're still free for Prime and Kindle Unlimited subscribers.